Hello, Victor here again, RestoringMercedes.com. One more video for Aislad in Maryland. Okay, so I just did the transmission tune-up. I changed the filters, connector, gasket and fluid. 4 quarts I put in. It was a little low, fluid was very dark, so that was a good time to do it. But the good news is that it appears that somebody did replace fluid at some point, so that's a good thing because you have to keep changing them. They're not forever filled. What I want to show you is a few things. I want to show you the height and the suspension now, because I finally tightened up the lower control arm bushing bolts, and the rear suspension rod I just lowered it up to a lowest point because the car set kind of high. And transmission filter. Transmission filter is very important because it is sort of like a it's sort of like a guide to health, to overall transmission health. If you got a lot of stuff stuck in it or not, I mean, we'll see right now. Now, pardon the garbage around here because Memorial Day nobody picked it up. So yeah, pardon my cans here, but that's because they never came. Now, this is what we find inside the transmission filter. Now, I've seen this before, okay? This is some wear and tear. It's hard for me to determine where these shavings came from. As you can see, there are quite a few shavings here. Same on the material. Now, these look steel. They that could be just a regular wear and tear, or something like see some brass ones in there too, some copper brass ones right there. Steels, I don't know, some gears maybe they're chipping off a little bit here and there, but I've seen this before. My own transmission had that, but it shifts still fine, and it has 220,000 miles on it. Same transmission, 722.6. So this is all I wanted to show you. Yeah, it's quite a lot. I don't know, it's not cool, but again, I've seen this before, and transmissions run just fine. AC is running right now. Just run the AC, see what's going on there. Now, suspension situation, like I said, I put a new control arm bushings. Maybe I can get a shot of springs from like up down here, maybe. Those were springs. There's the tie rod right here. Control arm bushings there. So you saw control arm bushing springs. Shocks were there like that, Bilsteins. Now the height of the car now, since we put new springs in up front, it went up, and that's kind of a normal kind of thing, that the car goes up, and that's what we talked about before. Like, before we're doing anything with the rears, we're gonna figure out the front. So once new springs put up, they were installed, as you can see, the car leveled up. Because again, new springs, they all bring the car up. Because rears were replaced, you can tell. I'll show you once more. See, these are new springs. Somebody did put a new springs in the back. So for that reason, doing our front springs was the right thing to do. As you can see from here, from this angle, it is also pretty much like 3 fingers here, and the tires are wrong, and you got like a little over even 3 up front here. And like I said, the wrong tire sizes, all of these things contribute to overall look. But to me, at least right now, I am happy because this is the way it was. Pretty much. How you doing, guys? Pretty much the way it was. Now, AC has been running. It's 40 degrees on the evaporator in recycled mode. See, recycled air is on. It shows 90 degrees on the outside. It is not 90, I know it isn't. But anyway, you see, if I had the door open for a little bit, cold air went out, and we have 2 degrees higher temperature on the evaporator because warm air went in. So it is working, and that's that. Another thing I wanted to show, just do that real quick. I was gonna do it, and now I'm debating should I do it or not. Now the heater control valve, if we check on temperatures, see both heater cores are okay. 3 at 43 and 4 at 42, and evaporators at 42, so it's kind of okay. I don't know. See the fog on the window from sudden temperature change. So it is working, no question. It was one of those very hot days, I guess, where cars sat on the sun all day, and then I started it. I felt like it's not efficient. But the heater control valve, now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't even touch it. And what else? The oil leaks. When I was doing these engine mounts, I mean not engine mounts, transmission mount, transmission tune-up, and I saw some fluid in the engine. Oil is leaking, as you can see, under the valve cover, pretty badly in the back actually. So that's not really cool. And then over here too, this is all moist. So there are two options. I'll talk to you on the phone about them, because if you want to do this right, then might as well just replace the oiler tubes. But they're not ticking yet, they're not blown yet. So that's the thing we have to decide over the phone. I see what we're gonna do. I can change the covers only, but then you might as well change the, replace silicone on the front covers here. That's also a good idea to do, because see this leak over here behind this coil. And yeah, so that is also, but to do that, then you need to remove this, you change seals on the reservoir. So one thing goes after another, because to remove the front cover you have to take this. To remove the magnet you don't, but to remove the cover you do. Actually, even for the magnet, I believe you have to loosen it up at least, because it might not come out all the way. So yeah, this is where I am with that. And so pretty much that would be all. So I'll call you on the phone, you see these videos, we discuss it all and see what we're gonna do. Now I'm going to pretty much cool off the engine a little bit, connect my pressure washer, wash this thing a little bit, because it's been sitting for quite a little bit of time, and it's been like, I gotta pressure wash that. You see all those areas, just to make them clean again. Engine, I'm also thinking about quickly rinsing the engine, at least the front over here, so we can monitor the amount of oil coming out. That would be a good idea, but not now. It's too hot, so I don't want to damage anything. It's been running for long. Next day, maybe tomorrow, when it cools off completely. You always want to do it cold, not on a hot engine, obviously. And yes, so I think we did well. It's like a lot of things, lots of work. So, and it drives good now. I'm pretty happy with it. So, all right, I'll cut it short right now, and see another fogging from air conditioner, which is pretty good. So temperature difference, condensation on the outside now. All right, so this is all. This is Victor at RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.